Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Good afternoon. Child, before going to work, I said, girl, go ahead and just get your little thoughts out on this. I had to do a quick thumbnail. I'm going to have a better thumbnail later on because I could not find a quick good photo of Michelle Brown or whatever, but we here, okay? We round here. Y'all make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, okay? Look, where I'm at, y'all. Hey, y'all. I came home yesterday from work. I went to sleep, okay? I got here, closed the door, locked the door, okay, and I went to bed. I've been up since around 5:30 in the morning, and I'm just scrolling social media and stuff. And then, well, first of all, hey, how y'all doing? I'm being rude. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Get y'all some tequila, some tacos, or some teas, okay? It's crazy. But again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's gonna be about an hour, and that's it. I gotta go to work. But yeah, last night I went to bed. I was tired. I had a long day at work, and I was not in the mood. I will be live tonight at 9 p.m. So come on back tonight to discuss other things. But I said I want to make this a separate video because we're gonna watch what Funky said, and I have a clip of what ATlien, Michelle Brown, and Tasha K response to this. But I said, child, what is going on? I was scrolling social media. I then put on Funky Live from yesterday because, again, I was asleep, okay? And I had it playing in the background, okay? And then I was like, how we get here? What is going on? I'm like, and I stopped and I paused and like, wait, did I miss something? Because Funky usually never address other YouTubers. He usually never address especially Michelle Brown. Okay, that's a whole thing within itself. So I was shocked, and I said, "What the hell?" So if you do not know, okay, we are here to just talk about Funky. When I say he went off, Funky went off on both Tasha K and Michelle ATlien Brown. And what's funny is when I first started on YouTube, the first beef I discussed this back when Maddie and them was having issue with Michelle Brown, and I kept calling that girl ATlien because I didn't know how to pronounce ATlien because I'm not from Atlanta. But again, whatever. But he went off. K went off on Michelle, threatened Tasha and her husband, child. But I do feel like um it was a long time coming for all of them. Okay. And for me, we're gonna watch it, okay? We're gonna watch what he said. But y'all, if you new here, watch my other content too, y'all. I do all kind of stuff around here, but again, watch the old videos and whatever. But again, I laugh 2.99. But Funky and Michelle has a long standing history, whatever, back when Funky used to live in Atlanta and he used to live in her condo. And that's back when Funky was, doing a little bit of drugging. Okay, he wasn't the best financially. You know what I'm saying? He was not the best financial responsible person. There was some damage to said condo. She had to like evict him. It was open to court stuff. But all of that played out on social media 8, 9, 10 years ago. Okay. To me, that is such old news. And to me, I do feel like the fact that Michelle consistently brings that up, to me, she's beating the dead horse. Girl, you didn't got your money. That man moved out of Atlanta, moved back to Miami. Now he back in Atlanta. I don't get why she still brings up stuff from then, but that's neither here nor there. So last night on his live, Funky was having a conversation. Okay, we're gonna just get into it because again, I gotta go to work. Let's hold on. Let me add it. So he was discussing a story about Quad Man King, that Rolls Royce he got her allegedly maybe being stolen, and it was in that part because Funky does do pop hot topic stuff or whatever. So in having that conversation about marriage and medicine and stuff like that, he got on the rumors about Quad Man giving her a stolen car, blah blah blah. Someone in the comment section then said it was actually Michelle Brown who made that a story. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't follow Michelle Brown, but she has a larger following than me. She has been doing YouTube and gossip stuff for years in Atlanta. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just here in my corner, leave me be, bitch. However, there have been many times where I have seen that Michelle ATlien Brown does say things that are rumor and she makes it a story and she has a conversation. But a lot of YouTubers do that. A lot of people on YouTube, because people like the mess. People like clicks and views. You know what I'm saying? YouTube no longer it doesn't matter how talented you are. What matters is how much foolishness you talking about, and more folk watch the foolishness than anything else. So I think Michelle has mastered. If I have a title that say, oh, Quiet Man gave her a stolen car, clicks and views, even if it ain't true. That's where that part started. And then when Funky was, I think Funky was already aggravated that people were like, again, this person is Quiet, not beautiful. Quiet is beautiful. So he felt some kind of way, whatever. So that's where all of this started. And y'all know on here, we have to talk and listen. This is commentary. If you want to hear all of what Funky not even said without my commentary, go to his page. Okay? I'm just saying. Anyway.
He said, and I'm not trying to be funny, I normally don't bring this type of crap up. They say Michelle Brown started the mess with the stolen car. A little bit of context. When me and Michelle Brown fell out, and that was around the time, me and Quad had already been friends, Michelle Brown is quoted running into Quad somewhere and telling Quad, oh, you playing for the wrong team, meaning she was my friend. And from that moment on, Michelle sank her teeth into Quad, and she go over there and post lies and inflammatory stuff over there about her, the same way she do about me, the same way she do about Claudia, the same way she do about Candy.
Thank you, Lisa, for the super chat. I be doing my due diligence because I look. We have a good time around here, and we have facts and not fiction around here. Okay, we may have a let leads or whatever, but yeah. But again, even him acknowledging that Michelle consistently, as he said, makes up lies, half truths, fairy tales about certain people in Atlanta who she may not be cool with no more. Because if y'all recall, when Funky Dineva was around there at Sheree House, Shadow Sheree, with that dildo child and reporting live from the chateau outside what was built, Funky and Michelle used to be cool, which is how he ended up living in her condo. You know what I'm saying? He was renting a condo from her. So his point is she has a history of making up stuff on her channel for clicks and views. She has a history of dragging people or dragging stories of people she beefing with for clicks and views. Because she had to tell her and Maddie was in court. Okay, I don't even think Maddie and Michelle can even say each other's name. I think Maddie called the girl Magilla Gorilla. No, I think one of them called each other Magilla Gorilla. They called that girl Gary Coleman. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But remember, ATlien, Michelle Brown, and Funky used to be friends. And him saying she went to Quad and saying you on the wrong team, meaning don't be his friend, be my friend. I don't have time to tell anybody else who to be friends with. And the fact that their beef started it's been about 10 years since all that stuff happened. And she's still harping on it now, and not only her beef for me, her beef for other women in Atlanta who just don't rock with her.
Okay, and y'all eat it up. And I'm going to tell y'all something, and I normally don't talk about Michelle Brown on my platform because I really don't care about Michelle Brown. I really don't. Michelle Brown, and listen, she's going to take this moment and turn it into 1,400 podcasts and 1,400 YouTube videos and have at it.
And when I woke up and I went to her page on YouTube, I'm like, damn, she already had a thumbnail and a video. I said, child, he just was live at 8 o'clock. And then, which means she watches him. And for me, if I don't like you, if I don't rock with you, if me and you beefed out, I'm not watching your content. But Michelle watches Funky stuff. She also watches stuff that Maddie do. I think Michelle does watch certain people who she don't like, and then she makes content about them. Her subscribers also don't like Funky. So I mean, that's her audience. But if someone I don't like make a video about me, I wouldn't even know why, because I'm not watching them.
Reality of the situation is, while Michelle Brown is sitting over there running her mouth about me constantly, here is the 100% unadulterated truth, okay? The unadulterated truth is that Michelle Brown is sick in her head and she needs to be examined by a doctor. I have lived in Miami for 7 years.
7. Yeah, look, I have a snippet of her response. We watch the Funky stuff first. Then we'll get into a snippet of what Michelle said back. So I have a bit of that. We gotta get there. We gotta watch one part and get to the other.
Okay. I lived in Miami for 7 years.
But I will say this. Did I watch it all? Hell no. Because she said the thing that I skipped to once Tasha K came on. And in that part, Michelle had a response as well. But I feel like it's going to be the same shit she always say. But we're going to get into that too. And this is not me taking anyone's side. I am on JayLeesCorner side. Okay. I have no dog in this fight. I don't know any of these folks personally at all. So I don't want anyone feeling like, no, I am team JayLeesCorner. Okay. I'm giving y'all my opinion.
On top of the 7 years, me and Michelle Brown fell out 3 to 4 years before I even moved to Miami. That is 10 years. It's been a decade without me and Michelle Brown having any sort of contact, communication, whatever. And she still find it her business to sit up on her YouTube channel day in and day out and make it about me.
And that's why I said this beef was not beef. This response, this cuss out, this reaction was a long time coming. Now, I do also feel like if someone in the comment section did not say, Michelle was the one who mentioned quad, man card, stole it, blah, 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 we may not have even gotten this reaction. But I do feel like it was coming, because as he said, Michelle has consistently, used his name to make her videos. She has consistently used anything that he said or did as a part of her content. And I do feel like most content creators, look, the rule. I'll pull up our page now. Okay, so Michelle. Most content creators don't try to discuss each other. You know what I'm saying? Unless stuff make the blogs or some big thing, you don't really see any of us talking about each other at all. You know what I'm saying? But because there's a long standing beef between, not even gonna say beef, it's not a beef between Funky and Michelle. It was a situation that happened that he was wrong in. But however, she's since been paid. He's out the house. So I feel like, girl, I'm not gonna get, if every landlord fuss about an old tenant, is you gonna get any more tenants? It's who in the house now? But again, this was a long time coming, and I don't think he's wrong for his reaction to Michelle Brown.
If you go on that girl's YouTube channel right now and search Funky Dineva, 80% of her videos will be about me. So with that being said, who's winning? I won. I've been won. A decade in, and you still find it in your soul to be upset or throw shade or whatever it is you call yourself doing after a decade of somebody not paying you any attention, a decade, and you're still going. Have at it. Because here is the reality of the situation. I own Michelle Brown. I own Michelle Brown.
Not look. I wanted to, so I'm on Michelle page now. I'm not gonna share it because I ain't got time for that. Now, again, she has 118,000 subscribers. She has a whole bunch of videos or whatever. If you look up Funky Dineva, there is a lot of videos about him. On her page from this year, last year, years ago. So there's a lot of content on her channel where his name is in it. Okay, and child, because that's what it is.
Michelle Brown is the only person I know that don't like me, that know more about my life than people that like me do. People I don't like, I'm not in and out their social media feeds. People I don't like, I'm not on their channels. People I don't like, I don't discuss. And sure, some flipping bitch gonna be like, yeah, but you discussing her now, you must be bothered. Nah, it was relevant to the story. I just brought it up.
And he brought it up and he got pissed. Brought it up and he went off. Brought it up and it's a whole bunch of other things. Now, again, like he said, I don't discuss her. I watch Funky on a regular basis. I may not watch him every day, but I watch him on a regular basis. And I can't recall the last time I've heard him speak about her. I do feel like it's been at least a year. And I think even the last time I recall him speaking about her, the time before that, it had been years. So he may have spoken about her 2-3 times in the past, years or whatever. So, it's just different.
And I'm going to take it a step further. Here is why people like Michelle Brown do what they do. Because Michelle Brown has done a very good job of cultivating an audience of people who are similarly disenfranchised like her. They are people who are conventionally unattractive.
Not calling her ugly.
Who are miserable. Who feels like the world has not given them everything they deserve. And they're also a very niche group of people. They're a group of people who feel like they get shitted on in life because they're a black woman. Because they're a black woman. Michelle speaks very well to that group of women who are, they hate black women. That's her tribe. That's her tribe. And it's a bunch of bitter, unattractive, miserable people. Those are her tribe.
Now, Funky, I get his point. I do. I get his point in the aspect of when he is seen her discuss him. I'll say this. I do feel like when he sees content that Michelle creates that is her discussing him, the comment section is about, oh, he hates black women. So I think in that vein, yeah, but I don't know if the other folks who watch her is under that same umbrella. I don't watch it, I don't know. But I do feel like the people who watch her to talk about him do are people who feel like, we don't like anyone who don't like black women and he don't like black women. That part I can get with, but I don't know if her whole following is that.
And that is why.
And I don't think Michelle ugly. I don't think she's ugly at all. I think Michelle Brown is a beautiful woman. I think the thing that she's done over the years, I think some of her antics have probably made her look ugly in spirit. I know they say that she don't smell good, but that don't mean she's ugly. But I don't think she's. I understand that society's idea of beauty isn't Michelle Brown, but I don't think Michelle Brown is an ugly person. But I do think people who have issue with her and who she's at odds with see her as ugly because of her spirit towards them.
Michelle is able to sit up over there and tell lies that people know are lies. And they just run with it. They just run with it. Because you want to hate me so bad. And it's something about my light that bothers you so bad that you rather sit over there with her and hate. Again, my life is an open book. There is enough that you can read me about in my real life that you don't have to make up. But here's the bigger story. The bigger story is the reason why I don't get bothered by the stuff that Michelle Brown does. She doesn't like me. That's what you're supposed to do. That girl don't like me
at all. She don't like him. Anyone who look like him, anyone who sound like him, probably anyone who supports him. Michelle does not like Funky, and she has a valid reason because of what happened, 10 odd years ago. So she has a valid. Again, we were friends. I allowed you to rent out my condo. You weren't good with your money. You owed me back rent. You there was damage to my property, like cleaning fee. She accused him of stealing a washer and or dryer. So they had to go to court for it. He was attempting to evade paying her. Allegedly he was trying to get his YouTube in someone else's name so that the AdSense went elsewhere, whatever. So there is a history of them from then. That he has not always, but he once the shit happened and was public, he addressed it. I think he addressed it back when he was still in Atlanta the first time. Before he moved, or either before he moved to Miami or after maybe right when he moved to Miami. But he's always addressed and acknowledged I didn't pay her. I did move out. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I think he denied doing was stealing the washer and a dryer. So that's the thing. But I want to admit she has a valid reason as to why she don't like him. However, I always say the same way I said with Monique and Tyler Perry, when you sit up and you allow somebody to overtake your emotions for years and years and years, that's dangerous. There's no one I was beefed out with 10 years ago who I still discuss today. Unless they're still currently affecting me financially or they're in my orbit, I don't allow anyone I don't like to come up in my conversations. So even though she has a valid reason to not like him, she does not have a valid sane reason to keep talking about him, because y'all don't hang out, y'all not friends, he fucked you over, you had to go to court for it, but that happened in my opinion. So I feel like, again, you can have a valid reason to not like someone, but to keep beefing about it, 10 years later is stupid to me. But beefing with Funky Dineva and making videos about against him makes her money. So
I'll take it a step further. That girl hates me. So you can't get mad at somebody who dislike you or hate you for doing the things that people who dislike people do. That's what she does. But what is sad about it, and where I will always win over Michelle Brown, and why Michelle Brown is always going to be mad, is because everything Michelle Brown has tried to do against me for over a decade has not amounted to a pile of shit. She ain't stopped nothing. Michelle, you big, fat, funky, frowsy bitch, and I'ma do you.
And I said, yep, this is where shit went left. This is where it went off the rails. And this is where I said, yep, the camel broke. Okay, the camel back broke. And I said, damn, okay.
One better. While we on the line, Oliver saw your ass at the Nene Leakes show, and he came back and reported that you still just as musty, still just as stink, and still just as funky as you was 10 years ago when me and you stopped talking, when me and you used to go to dinner and you smelled bad. Why you sitting up on your YouTube always talking about me, you fat, funky, fish-smelling, frowsy, fat bitch?
Y'all, this was me listening at like 9:30. I was like, what happened? Oh my God, what happened? Girl, look. First of all, the fact that he just tossed Oliver up under the bus. Okay, like Oliver told me, you still stink. Do she still stink? Is anyone here from Atlanta? Do she stink? Because a lot of folk have said it over the years, and maybe the soap she used is a stinky soap. Maybe it ain't her that stink, but I mean, she's not like Faith, that's different. But I mean, maybe, I don't know, but he mad.
You need to take your ass to the nearest Epsom salt factory and sign up for a customer appreciation tour. And you need to be somewhere talking about that. And you need to soak your big, fat, funky, frowsy, fish-smelling ass in a tub of apple cider vinegar. Michelle, undeniably, you sit on social media and make up stuff about me. You do. You stay talking about stuff that ain't got no relevance. Michelle, every single person, including Nene Leakes, talks about the way you smell. And it bothered me that a decade later, people are still talking about the way you smell.
Now, if Oliver Twist, who was also a content creator, brought information back to that, means he messy as hell. Also, I don't need anyone telling me shit about my old op. I don't care about that bitch. Leave me be. But if they were discussing Nene's show, and Michelle was there, does Nene say first of all, when she on Nene's show, we gotta watch to see is Nene making any faces as if something stinks? Did she not smell herself?
You have had to be stank for so long that you are nose blind to it. And here's the gag. Talking about her ain't even worth it. The bitch scary as fuck. I'm back in the city. The bitch ain't gonna come outside.
But you can't fight her, Funky. She's a lady. You can't do that. We're gonna get what he said about Tasha K. We're gonna get to Tasha K in a second. Let her be scary.
She ain't gonna come outside. She gonna sit back. She gonna go everywhere she know I'm not at. Because that's the type of scary bitch she is. And she gonna sit up and be stank somewhere. Like,
at this moment, I think he realizing, shit, this gonna hit the blogs. I should have brought her up. I should have mentioned her, but I'm here now. I'm pissed. And so let me keep being pissed. Y'all make sure to, y'all remember like, comment, share, and subscribe and stuff. Okay?
A decade. The next time she do a video and she get to talking about me, All I want y'all to put in the chat is hashtag a decade. This is the longest I've talked about this girl since we fell out over a decade ago. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I regret this shit already. I regret it already because I broke my streak. I honestly regret doing it. I regret doing it already. Because I would never want to give her the satisfaction of thinking that I am somewhere thinking about her, because I'm not. I'm not. And I know she gonna sit somewhere and her minions gonna be somewhere and be like, but you just, she must be popping. You must be bothered because you gave the last 15 minutes of your show to Michelle. If that's what y'all need in order to sleep easy at night, then have at it. But here is one thing, two things, three things that we know for sure that a bitch will never be able to take away from me. And I'm looking you dead square in your face, motherfucking Michelle Brown, and I'm telling you this.
I said, Lord, he is upset. What happened, Jesus? I just wonder what made him get so pissed, but it could be because he ain't said shit in so long. All of the anger and upsetness of what she said and her, because let's be honest, Michelle does consistently discuss him on her YouTube. So maybe because he like, I see her still trying to get my attention and being, mean, rude or whatever towards me. But I ain't gonna say shit. But today I said it all the aggravation I've had, I let it out. But again, they had beef, let it be what it is. But no one needs to touch anybody.
I'm not in the same place you left me in, love. And that's the win in itself. That's the win in itself. I'm not in the same place you left me in.
Because let's be honest, when he again, this is from when he lived in Atlanta, back when Funky was still wearing them wigs and the red lipstick. When he was then, okay? When he left Atlanta because he was in such a bad way. He left Atlanta and went back to Miami because he was down and out. He wasn't making as much money. He was in debt. The fact that he's saying where I was then, being evicted, being drugged all over social media, I didn't have my money, eviction, me having to hide my YouTube check and all this that she alleged happened or whatever. Where you left me the last time me and you had any kind of communication or, whatever, I'm not there no more. That's a valid point. Because if Michelle and Funky ain't had no kind of communication in the past 10, 12 years, all of her issues with him is from then. If he's a different, now he may be more because he got more money now, because I know he do. Based on YouTube analytics, I know Funky is making a Q coin monthly. He had people paying him to come on his channel to talk. So he's making some. So he ain't at least financially fucked up right now. So him saying, I'm not where you left me at. I mean, you left me child homeless, destitute, broke, evicted, court order, delinquency. What they docking my pay. That was where he was. He admitted it. I'm not. That's his story, not mine. That's his. You know what I'm saying? So him saying, where you left me at, bitch, I ain't even there no more. That's a valid point.
I've left your ass in the dust, and you have had the esteem, honor, and pleasure of sitting back in your reclusive state and watching me pop my shit for the last decade. While 10 years later, you still stink. 10 years later, you've got no shows, no new opportunities. In the world of Ozempic and Mounjaro, you still find a way to gain weight, which is for the life of me, I'm not understanding. Because you
maybe she look now Funky look. People gain weight, Funky. Let's not do that. Okay. And again, Ozempic is not for weight loss. Ozempic is for diabetes. Okay. Now Wegovy, that's separate. But maybe Michelle ain't got no insurance. She can afford it. There's many of plus size folks who can't, weigh on that kind of stuff. And I looked at her, I was on her IG, and I, you know what I'm saying? She not, she the size she is. Let's not do that now. Okay. Anyway, y'all. But again, that's his beef, not mine.
Always had a little bit of money. You still finding a way to get fatter, and then you still ate Michelle. Even if you gotta line your clothes with baking soda before you leave.
Baking soda, won't that make yeast? Won't that make glue? Don't y'all do that with no baking soda. Just wash your ass. Wash your body. Okay, wash all around the inside, the outside. Wash your clothes. Okay, with good detergent. Don't hang nothing to dry unless it has to be on the dry. Okay. Don't make no paste like that. Cause if she smells bad, the baking soda could that make maybe she sweat. Maybe her glands have a smell, and that's just her smell. You know, I'm trying to. I don't because I don't know what I'll say this. I've only heard people publicly discuss her smell. I really wish someone who knows her would say, Michelle don't stink. I need someone to come on Michelle's channel and say, Michelle don't stink. Michelle can't deny she don't stink. We need other people who be around Michelle to say she don't stink. I'm just saying. Because the people who are around her currently now say she don't stink, then she don't stink. Or Oliver Twist got to come out and say, well, I mean, she did stink. Nene, did she stink, Nene? Nene, come to the carpet, Nene. We need people who know Michelle Brown in real life and know her in 2025 to say, do she still stink in 2025? Because if Funky, if you ain't seen her since 2010, no. So if you ain't seen her since 2005 or whatever time frame, if you ain't seen her 12 years, she may not smell the same.
You still got the audacity to talk shit about people, and you smell like a canal in the middle of Minnesota. And I'm throwing Oliver all under the bus, and Oliver do forgive me, but Oliver came back and said last week when he saw you at the Nene Leak show thing, when you went over there and tried to talk to him, you was stank then, and 3 people came back and said you was stank at YouTube Black.
Not stink at YouTube. Girl, don't you take your black ass to YouTube and be the stinky black girl.
Now, you don't gave me every STD on the man. I'm nasty. I'm on drugs. I'm on crack and all this. And let me tell you something. Baby, I might have smoked all the crack from here to Timbuktu, but a bitch ain't never said I was stink. That's one thing about it, and 2 things for sure. My name might be Funky Dineva. You lied, you know good and goddamn well. That was dog food. That was dog food that was busted at the front door of your condo. But you wanted to make it seem like I had doo-doo. Like I'm sitting there living in a house with doo-doo at the front door. A house that you came to every day and picked me up. But catch this tea, bitch. In the midst of me living in that house with that doo-doo, bitch, I ain't never smell as bad as you.
Oh my God. Y'all, he hot. Okay. But again, I want to make sure I keep referencing this. Funky and Michelle has a true, deep-rooted, issue with each other based on things. Okay.
So here's the thing. Until Michelle Brown is able to walk these streets and get 3 consecutive random reports.
You held up 8 fingers. You said 3, but you held up 8 fingers.
That she smelled fresh. You sitting up with some stale ass box braids, fat as a goddamn U-Haul truck, cracking.
Not a fat U-Haul truck with stale braids and a stained coochie. Funky, what did you do? But again, I need someone in Atlanta to go see if she's stinking. Now, I'm not saying walk on her and smell her, but I just need someone to say, hey, now look, I don't know who Fresh D is. I can't attest to Fresh D. Okay, because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But child, we've heard more people say she don't smell the best. I just want someone to come out publicly on their own platform with their face shown and with today's newspaper so I can see the date of it all and say, Michelle don't smell that nice. And again, I always say it because fucking her beefed out or whatever, to him, she's an ugly person. But that can mean inside her spirit is ugly.
And stale ass jokes, junkie Dineva, and whatever else you be saying. Here's the funny thing. After a decade, that girl don't know nobody I know. That girl don't know nothing about my life. I don't even know what she's finding room to even still talk about at this point. That girl don't know nothing about my life. That girl, at best, she knows somebody that's like, oh, I saw Funky Dineva at Red Lobster. That girl don't know nobody that I know.
Because Funky left Atlanta. He moved to Miami. He was in Miami for, 6-7 years. He recently moved back to Atlanta. Okay. I feel like Atlanta is people in Atlanta, they all know each other. They probably in the same circle. They may not be in the same, space together, but I do think they probably know the same people, but don't hang out with the same people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Atlanta. Yeah. So again, if we ain't had no kind of conversation in at least 10 years, bitch, you don't even know me no more. I'm not who I was 10 years ago.
But until we get 3 random reports that consecutively that you smell fresh, I'll never feel any ways tired about you. You old, you fat, you stink, you're not smart, you're non-degreed, you're washed up, your self-esteem is in the dump. You don't have a man, you don't have a baby, 2 things that you wanted, but your pussy was too corroded to get. Nobody in Atlanta sees it for you.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Now that was a read. Let's rewind a little bit. Cause I'm like
3 random reports that consecutively that you smell fresh, I'll never feel any ways tired about you. You old, you fat, you stink, you're not smart, you're non-degreed, you're washed up, your self-esteem is in the dump. You don't have a man, you don't have a baby, 2 things that you wanted, but your pussy was too corroded to get. Nobody in Atlanta sees it for you. You think you doing something because you be with Nene Leakes, and Nene, what's she doing these days? You have.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get thrown in stuff?
Girl. Oh Lord Jesus Christ. I mean, but is he lying? No tea, no shade on Nene, but is he? I mean, Nene, Nene is starting her YouTube now, which is being successful. But Nene is Nene. Nene like, bitch, how I get in this shit? I didn't even do nothing.
Have no access to any celebrity circles. You have no access to any networks. We have not seen you on any TV shows, any specials. You don't host anything. You don't get any bookings. You don't shop better than me. You don't eat better than me. You don't live better than me. You don't ride better than me. You don't vacation better than me. You don't have better friends than me. You don't smell better than me. You're not smarter than me. You're not more articulate than me. You don't have more weight in this space than me. So what you saying, bitch?
Girl, oh my God. I mean, look, I don't know what Michelle be doing in her spare time. I don't know the lady at all. But child, but this is also why you should not ignore people too much. Because when you ignore people too much and then you go off, you go off. You let it all out. You spray the whole thing. So he just sprayed her.
What you saying? And moreover, when is it gonna be done?
No, that I agree with. Okay, I agree. If I wronged you 12 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago, why you still bring it up and I'm not even there no more? You got paid for your pain. But you, child.
When is it gonna be done, Michelle? This like the sweet tea and quad thing. This like the sweet tea and quad thing. Drop down in the comments and please let me know one thing that Michelle Brown got going on better than me.
Let's see. Okay, y'all, what's the one thing that Michelle Brown got that Funky could want? Now, let me go to her page. Okay, let me go to her page. Hold on. Let me go to her IG page. Okay. Let's go to her IG page. Hold on. Should I switch it over? Child, I hate. Okay. So this, because if y'all don't know who she is, this Michelle right here. Okay, where's she at? Okay, that's Michelle. Okay. Okay. Now, you know, it's a nice background. It's a, you know what I'm saying? It's a cute little thing or whatever. It's not like if I could try, I could not. Because this is the picture I use, I think. But she, you know, like, she not ugly. That's a house in a staircase and a rug. You know, so she got a rug. She got coats and handbags and shoes and boots. Child, around Christmas time or whatever. You know, she be hanging around with Nene. So, you know, she was invited to Nene's birthday celebration. Okay. I don't know what it was at. Let's see, Nene's birthday celebration was on Facebook, blah, 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 blah. Oh, in London. So she flew out to London, you know what I'm saying, to be with Nene. Okay. But we don't know. I'm just saying. So maybe, you know, see again, she not ugly. You know, now one eye open, one eye closed. But again, you know, she not ugly. I may use one of these pictures for the when I redo my thumbnail. I just didn't want her in black because the other people's in color. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, she round here. You know, her braids don't look stale. I mean, they don't look new, but you get braids to last a long time. They're not supposed to, you know, they're not always fresh. Okay. So what's one thing, you know what I'm saying, that she, see, this is her as well. Okay. And she always got some braids in her head. Okay. Now she not old. Well, how old is she? You know, see, she not ugly, y'all. She not ugly. Y'all keep telling y'all. You know, I'm just saying. But what's something that that she had that he won't? Okay, I see she owns properties in Atlanta. Okay, it means she's in the real estate. Okay. Let me see. She did have it was a nice rug. It was. Okay. Let's see. She got the world record for the longest trading. Not the barrio, though. Again, so she owns properties. Okay. We need something besides properties. What else? Because everybody not into real estate. You know, everyone is, to me, that's, if she's into real estate, that's cool. But everybody may not want to be rental owners, you know, house flippers, okay? But I'm just asking, you know, what else could it be? You know, I'm just asking. I'm trying to be fair. You know, oh, she's 51? Well, that's not even old. That's a regular age. I'm 43. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But Funky ass, y'all, and no one here, y'all, but the consensus was she owned some properties. Okay.
Michelle can't go nowhere, I can't go. She can't shop nowhere, I can't shop. She can't eat nowhere, I can't eat. She can't live nowhere, I can't live. But on the flip side of things, I can do all those things 10 times better than her.
Funky, what your house look like? I need to see your rug. We seen her rug. It was a nice rug. I need to see your rug. We need to compare rugs.
Oh, Q, this is borderline bullying. No, the fuck is not. That girl got 10 years worth of comments, all about 10 years worth of videos about me, and this right here alone is gonna give her another 10 years worth. Have at it. And see, I'm changing up my tune a little bit because I normally don't address other YouTubers and bloggers and all that. Tasha K, you another one.
Oh, here we go. Well, hold on. Let's see. Wait. She had a washer and dryer that he stole. So he want the washer and dryer. Well, he said he didn't steal it. Okay. He said he didn't steal it. But he had a new washer and dryer in his house. But maybe the washer and dryer. I'm not sure. Okay. But he didn't went from Michelle to Tasha K.
You another one. I've tried to keep my peace with you. Okay. But Tasha K, I want you to know this. And you can put this on record. Okay? You can put this on record. The next time I publicly see you, I am going to walk up to you and I'm going to slap the shit out of you. And then I'm already just throw my setup and be ready to fight your husband.
Now, fuck, you can't do that now. You can't be fighting the women's, okay? You can't put your hands on you can't do that. Okay?
Yeah! They squabbling out there now. Yeah!
Y'all can't fight. Now, when I was like, you can't threaten her. Okay? You can't do that. You can't be around here fighting. Now, if he would have said, I'm going to slap your husband, that's fair. They two men's. But you can't be squabbling with Tasha K. You can't walk up and physically assault. You're going to get arrested. If you walk up and slap her, you are going to get arrested. Okay? Please don't do that. But again, he threatens her. But at least he said, look, that's what I'm going to do. But nigga, that ain't right. You can't do that. Do not get it. You currently don't like Tasha K. You don't like how y'all relationship, friendship, YouTubership, whatever it is, whatever it may be. YouTube is a small space, and you're not supposed to do none of that, and I get he pissed. I get that. But let me say verbatim, I do not agree with Funky admitting or suggesting or promising that he is going to slap a woman when he see her. Because my thing is, she has a husband, slap him. You know what I'm saying? So that to me was wrong. Now maybe today when we go live tonight, maybe he'll say, hey, I went too far. I went off. I was pissed. And I said bloppy bloppy bloop. And I shouldn't have said bloppy bloppy bloop. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he gonna say tonight. That's why I said, girl, go live now and discuss this part, now, and then whatever happens, discuss it later on. Because I'll be live tonight at 9 p.m. to finish discussing other things. Come on back for that. Maybe he'll realize after he calmed down, after he counted to 60, and he inhaled and exhaled and relaxed, related, released, he will realize I should not have threatened that lady. Again, I would have no issue with him saying I'm going to beat her husband ass because I can't beat her ass. But he said, I'm going to slap Tasha.
And the sad part
but I don't want anyone in my comment section acting like I did not say that he was dead ass wrong. Because I have said it already. I said it already. Okay?
About it is, I actually like your husband a lot. I have no problems with your husband. You, on the other hand, Tasha, you the same raggedy bitch that every time you see me in public, it never fails. Every time you see me in public, you run up in my face trying to be my friend. The last time it was at Spoon's Them wedding. Back up before that, it was at Spoon's Them dinner. I walked in, Tasha K and her husband was sitting at one end of the table. I went and sat down at the other end of the table. I said hello to everyone, including Tasha and her husband. I went and sat at the other end of the table. We get to the end of the dinner. Here come this bitch bringing a chair down from the other end of the table. She gonna come put a chair next to me, talking about, so Funky, trying to talk to me. And I said to her, Tasha, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested in being friends with you. Tasha's response was, Funky Dineva, how can you say that? You don't know me on a personal level. And I said to her, and you've done enough for me to not want to know you on a personal level.
That be to get you gotcha. Let me speak on that. You know, there are many people in life that we don't know personally. Like, we don't know them personally. We've never hung out with them personally. However, I don't know the president. I don't know that man personally. I never want to hang out with him. There are people in life who you see them, you see their antics, you see how they move, and it just don't sit well with you. And I do feel like there are enough people to where not only can people not want to hang around Tasha, people could not want to hang around Funky. You know what I'm saying? It's because they may not be each other's cup of tea or shot of vodka. So Funky, you know, Tasha's saying, you know, but you don't really know me. If his point is, but I've seen your ways, I've seen how you move, and it don't work with me. My thing is, if my true friends in my real life, I know them and they know me. And sometimes if it's a stranger, there are many celebrities where I'm like, yeah, I couldn't be their friend. I could not be friends with Portia. Could not. I don't know her, but based on what I see, I could not be her friend. So, you know, that goes for a lot of people. So even him saying, I don't need to know you personally to know that I don't want to be your friend. And that should be okay, because everybody ain't meant to be friends. Tasha and Funky don't have to be friends at all.
I don't want to be your friend. And you sat at the end of that table all but begging me to try to be your friend. We let that ride. I told you, Tasha, I don't want nothing to do with you. Whenever I see you, though, we'll speak and it's cool. Industry courtesy. Ran into you at Spoon's wedding.
Who the fuck is Spoon? Sean, who the fuck is Spoon? We need to hear from Spoon.
She was the MC and the person with the mic, interviewing the people, asking them what they had on. I can coexist with anybody. I got out the car. I saw that her ass was MCing it. I rolled my eyes. I put my big boy panties on. And I said, let me go do the interview. I did it. She did the whole what are you wearing thing. I played nice in the sandbox. We get ready to leave the party. I'm leaving. Me, Carlos King, and his friend drove. We leaving the party.
Carlos, come to the table, Carlos. What the fuck did you do?
I'm sitting in the car, waiting on Carlos. Tasha come walk her ass up to the car, want to hug me, talking about, even though you don't fuck with me, I'm going to keep hugging you, and I'm going to keep trying until you be my friend. She said, I'm going to keep trying, or something she said. These bitches will see you in person and want to be your friend and smile up in your goddamn face. But then they always, Tasha, you somebody who sat in my face and let it be known you want to try to be cool. I'm the one who told you I'm not interested in being friends with you. Then what you do? You go on Instagram, you take a picture of the little post I put up yesterday. I text Tasha personally. I texted her on the side. And I put, why don't you take this down? I don't bother nobody. I stay in my corner. How about you stay in yours?
Because there are absolutely corners in YouTube. There are corners in YouTube, and most people, we stay in our corners. We leave it be. We don't bother no damn body, and I don't have time. Now I know I'm on Karla's page. I'm trying to find a picture of him and Funky to see, like, I'm trying to find Spoon. But was this Spoon, child? I'm trying to find Spoon. I don't know. But Funky posted a picture up, I think it was yesterday, and it was a picture of him sitting on the toilet, and the camera was pointed to the floor, and you just saw his underwear on the floor. So when I saw it, even I said, "Now what the fuck is this? What is you doing? What is going on? Don't do that." So I saw it and I just kept scrolling past it and let it be. So, but he said Tasha took that picture and reposted it. And I think in the picture she was saying that the house was dirty. It looked like it was shit on the wall and all of that stuff. Okay. So that is what he's discussing in terms of he made a post or he put up a picture and I'm trying to find this thing of them. So that's what he's discussing. But I'm like, Funky, you can't be pissed if you put up a picture and someone reposted it with their comments because that's shit that you do. So you can't be pissed at that. Now, I get it. If you feel like I told Tasha I don't like her, I don't want to be a friend, so don't post shit like that about me, whatever, okay? But again, you post a picture and somebody reposted it. I don't like it when people post. I've seen other folks do that. I don't like it when people post pictures of them on the toilet. I think it's weird. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. Like, I don't need to know that you shouldn't. I just don't.
Something to that effect. She read it, but didn't respond. But then went back on the post and will try to read the baseboard. Bitch, my house just got cleaned by my MF and housekeeper. Y'all seen James did it. My bathroom is distressed wood and chiplac. Okay? So that discoloration that you seeing, that is the natural color of the wood. She'll go on her post my baseboards. That's the shit y'all do. You don't have to like me. Okay? You don't have to like me. But y'all cannot say, what do I always say? I don't discuss other YouTubers. I don't discuss other bloggers. I don't bother nobody. I don't bother Michelle Brown. I don't bother Tasha K. I don't like this. When I wake up tomorrow and all the blogs say, Funky Dineva and Tasha, but Tasha, I'm here to let you know the next time I see you, and you might as well go ahead and get the temporary restraining order, because that's y'all some old go to court ass bitches.
If you threaten me, you damn right we going to child. Look, if anybody threaten me, court. You want to know why? Because I'm too old to be fighting anybody. So I you know what I'm saying? If a man threatened to slap me, yes, I'm going to court. Don't if you want to slap me, don't admit it in public. Don't post about it. Catch me on the fly. But if you post ahead of time that you're gonna slap me, please believe I'm copying the video. I'm going down to court and I'm gonna say I need a restraining order. Why? Because this is what this person said. She is well within her right to do that solely because you publicly threatened her. And let's hope she don't sue you for pain and suffering, and then your money gonna go to Cardi B. Okay, let's hope that don't happen. And then Cardi gonna be like,
"That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird."
Just saying.
The next time I see you, I am going to slap the shit out of you for playing with me. So don't even fix yourself to try to speak, to try to be polite. I'm going to slap you, and then I'm going to stand back and look at your fuck-ass husband. And I don't want nobody to be like, he bullying her and that's a woman, because I'm calling your husband ass to the motherfucking carpet too.
Now, I'm not going to say he's bullying Tasha K, but I will say he threatened her. Like, you absolutely threatened her. You're not bullying her. It's not bullying. Y'all beefing, it's whatever. So, yeah, you're not bullying Tasha K, but you did threaten to fight that, not even fight, you threatened to assault her. So I wouldn't, it's not bullying at all. I'm saying, and there's a way for men and women to be beefing and be at odds, and you don't have to threaten the same way. I wouldn't want her to threaten you. I wouldn't want her husband to threaten you. Look, there's a way, the way that you cuss Michelle out with your words, cuss her out too. To me, you should want to slap Michelle more than Tasha K. Michelle then dragged you more than Tasha had. That's who. If you're gonna slap anybody, why not slap Michelle? So you're gonna slap someone, slap her husband. You know what I'm saying? This not the husband. I'm just.
I want to whoop his ass because of you. You and your husband to this day, y'all could give me a Quick Trip address, and I'll roll up to the Quick Trip and whoop his ass on the strength of you. I want to fight your husband on the strength of you. And that's just where I'm at with it. At 41 years old, I'm tired of y'all bitches bothering me. I don't bother nobody on this internet. I come, do my stories, I check out, and I go home. Y'all jealous bitches sit up and bother me. Tasha K, we been good since Spoon's wedding.
Someone find Spoon, because the picture that was of Funky and Carlos King together is I can't find it, but we need to find Spoon. I need to ask Spoon a question.
Somehow or another, you got a wild hair up your ass and decided, let me pick shit with Funky Dineva. And why? When people can't access you physically, they will try to access your emotions.
I found it, y'all. I be on it. Okay, I told y'all it was a picture of the thing. We done found Spoon, bitch. It's Witherspoon. Okay, this is Spoon. Okay, see, when you a true journalist like I am, okay, when you're a true journalist like as I am, you find this, because I remember seeing a picture of Funky and Carlos King. Child, again, this is from November of 2024. That's how my brain works. I'll be like, I know I synced it somewhere. Okay, so they was at the Witherspoons. So the white Witherspoon child and his husband. That's Spoon, y'all. Hey, Spoon. Congratulations to Spoons. Love is love, the Spoons. Okay, now look. I said because I'm like, who the fuck is Spoon? We gotta find out who Spoon is. So the white Witherspoon and his husband. Okay, now who the fuck is Spoon? Oh, he's an entrepreneur. He owns Just Spoon's Cafe, Just Spoon Soul. Okay, married to Walter Kemp. Okay, so when they keep saying Spoon, that's who Spoon is. Okay, Spoon had a whole wedding and stuff. Now we know who Spoon is, child, but Spoon, we need you to come around here and say, one, do you know Michelle Brown and does she stink? Okay, that's a question we have. Okay, the people was at the wedding, honey. Okay, was at the wedding. Just saying, was ATlien there too? And did she stink? Because then we still looking for folks to prove that she could. We need proof of 2025 if she stank in this year of the Lord. Okay, now let's see if let's see if we can. What's Tasha at? Child, we ain't seen Tasha yet. But Tasha was there. But with child pictures, they friends. Oh wait, so Spoon is a Spoon Tasha friend. Child, but where's she at though? I'm just asking, where's she at though? The wedding looked like it was hype. A good time was had. Okay. But at least we now can see who Spoon was. Oh, here she go. Girl, now with a big ass spoon. Child. Who bought the big ass spoon to the Witherspoon's wedding? So again, Tasha was there hosting. That's Tasha's husband, Shaq. Is it Shaq or Shake? Is it Shaq? I don't know. Okay, that's her husband. Okay, Tasha, the host, to our amazing sister and friend, Tasha. We appreciate you so much and love you to pieces, boo. Thank you so much. The 3 outfit changes and the gift of gab. What? You did the motherfucking thing. And to our brother, her husband, Shaq, thank you, thank you, thank you. So he thanked Tasha K all up and through. Does she officiate? Is Tasha a minister? She marrying people? Y'all want Tasha to marry y'all? I love his suit. It's beautiful. Okay, girl, Tasha's a minister now. Okay, is it Pastor Tasha now? I didn't know. Did not know. But yeah, now we know who Spoon is. Okay, so we found Spoon. Okay, we found Spoon, and Spoon and his husband had a wonderful wedding. Beautiful gowns, amazing suits, ambiance, everybody around there, beautiful people. Okay, so again, at least we now know that. Okay, we now know that. Now, I'm gonna add the thing back.
And what's the
Y'all make sure y'all can hear it because it said my audio went out, and I hope the audio did not go out for real. Let's see.
the point of all of it? Both of y'all bitches feel like I've passed both of y'all by way too far. I've gotten too high. So what do you want to do? You want to bring me back down to this space. And trust and believe, y'all, I already regret doing this. I already regret it. I already regret it because they both are so satisfied right now that they have gotten me off my high horse and they've been able to bring me down to a place where I'm addressing them, which means what? They must be relevant in my world. But people can only take so much. I don't bother anybody in this space. Y'all don't see me coming on talking about other bloggers and talking about other YouTubers. I like to keep things, but I guess other people don't have it that way. So here, I am saying this out loud, okay? I am saying this out loud because I am done being nice. At the point in which I used to try to be mature and try to play nice in the sandbox, I'm not playing nice with bitches no more.
Oh, Lord. He's warning y'all he's not playing nice anymore.
Tasha K, Tasha K, Tasha K, you and your husband are first on the list. I am telling you now, with every fiber of my being, the next time I see your Baldine ass, I'ma slap the fuck out of you for the old and the new.
No, Baldine. Stop threatening to slap her. You can't do that.
Okay? I even just did a Raw Ali interview where they ask, oh, who are some of the people that's really doing it in the YouTube space? And like a dumbass, despite the fact that this girl constantly shit on me, constantly post stuff in order for people to read me and be shady, like a dumbass, on every platform I'm on, whenever somebody ever asks me who is doing it in this space, I always call out Tasha K name. And
that would be the last name out of my mouth. My response would be, if there are people in the space who I'm not on good terms with, I will always refrain from speaking on them, good, bad, or indifferent, because they don't exist in my world. And sometimes we have to understand that people will ask you questions just to get a messy ass answer. I feel like, the time of asking people who's next up in this space, it shouldn't matter. YouTube and social media commenting, commentatorship or whatever, is a huge space. And too many times people are commenting based on viewership and subscriber count and that kind of shit. There are many people who are just as talented as Tasha K who just don't have the biggest platform. So sometimes it shouldn't be even about who has made their big platform. They're up next. It could be about who's up next and no one knows about. If you beefing with ATlien and Tasha K, don't even mention. Well, he ain't gonna mention Michelle, but don't even mention her because there are many other people in the YouTube world who are just as, if not better than, Tasha K, who just does not have her viewership or don't have the eyes on them. To me, when they ask these, veteran YouTubers or veteran bloggers about who's up next, it does not have to be the next person with the biggest audience. It can be, I saw so-and-so and so-and-so, they want to come up. Because I'm not mentioning anybody who I'm at odds with, who I think is my op, even if they're great. Because if that's the case, everyone are like, no one in the YouTube space don't know about Tasha K. at all. At all. So to me, there's a way to sidestep that shit just in general. Because there are so many other YouTubers in this space who are up next. And not because they hit 100,000 or 1,000,000 subbies, but because they that good. They're that talented. But no one mentions them. Why? Because they're not popular. But they're so great. And you can't tell me, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I would never mention her name if I was Funky.
And I always say, you know, people may feel whatever they feel about Tasha K, but you can't take away from her what she's built.
That's factual. That is absolutely factual, which means she not up next. She's up. She not up next. She's already made it. She's already there. So she ain't up. To me, up next mean who do we not know who's, you know, moving up in the ranks or whatever, who we should look out for. No one should look out for Tasha K now. She's made it. That lady has over 1,000,000 subbies. And she has her own website. And she has her own tour of Dark Com, or her, was it a host or whatever? It's like she not up next. She's made it.
And all I have ever asked in this space was for some of you bitches to grant me the same, or to leave me alone. Or to leave me alone. Now, Tasha, you may respond. You may say whatever it is you want to say, and I really don't care. Because this is going to be the gimme gotcha. And this is going to be the thing, whether you admit it or not, this going to be the bullet that cut your ass at night. I can honestly hold my head up high with integrity, maturity, and honesty, Tasha, and say, I've never started nothing with you. I've never gone out of my way. I've never taken your content and reposted it on my page in an effort to get people to laugh at you. I don't bother you. I don't bother you. So you have to ask yourself, after you and I had a relatively decent run-in at Spoon's wedding.
We now know what Spoon is.
A couple months ago, where you came up to me and hugged me, trying to interact with me all, because see, that's the thing y'all don't understand. That's all these hoes want, is for me to be their friend. They want to be in my orbit. They want to be a part of the crew. They want me to love on them. And here is the gag. I'm down to do all of it. I want to be everybody's friend. Y'all the ones that don't know how to be friends. And what you did this weekend, Tasha, is inconsistent with the shit that was coming out your mouth when I was with Carlos King at Spoon's wedding. Why do you bother me? I don't bother you. I don't bother you. I don't bother Michelle Brown. I don't bother nobody.
Because look, when I see people ask the question, I only pick this one because I just happen to see it. The same way we wonder if he ever gets tired of arguing with women, he really only argued with Michelle. So to be fair, just to be fair, he can argue with Michelle and Tasha K. Because if you poke the bear, you poking the bear. The same way that now Michelle and Tasha both have the right to respond. So he's not arguing with random women. Michelle is someone he has a long-standing beef with, and not Tasha. So to me, I feel like I want Michelle to leave him alone. And that way he don't have to mention her and call her all these names and fuss back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if we see him consistently argue with all these different women, we can then ask that question. However, we've really only seen him fuss with Michelle and Natasha. And those are two women who have issue with him. In the past, we have seen him fuss with men too. But that don't make the blogs.
But just know this. Every time any one of y'all bitches make a video about me, especially you, Michelle Brown, please know that I'm sitting somewhere with my leg crossed, sitting pretty, saying I own that bitch. Because Michelle Brown, I own you. I legitimately own you. Like, your entire YouTube existence is me. Again, you're unattractive. You're not entertaining. Nobody tunes in to watch Michelle Brown because she's funny. The only people who tune into you are people who hate me, so I struck a nerve, so they want a meeting place for them to be able to sit and canoodle. And as much as people try to front and act like, and she gonna make her video and she gonna talk her stuff and call me Junkie Dineva and laugh and all of this, bitch, I'm doing damn good for a junkie.
That's most junkies don't have that much money, you know, or the platform that Funky has. So I mean, technically that's true. He doing good for junkie. He said that, not me. Okay, he said he doing good for junkie. I didn't say that. Funky said that. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
And for you not to be a junkie, and me to not been for you to not be a junkie, and for me to have not been around you for 10 years, and I have quantifiably ascended to this level, and we can't think of nothing that you've done in 10 years that's taken you to the next level, I won. I won. Andy, I won. And I'm so far ahead of you at this point that nothing you do on your little low level down here affects me. That's why I've ignored your ass for a decade. It was just relevant in this moment.
And in his defense, because again, I watch him regularly, he never mentions her. That's why I was surprised. I was like, I said, he responded. I said, child, he don't never say nothing about that. I was shocked when I heard him say her name. I said, bitch, this is crazy.
Every time you bring up my motherfucking name, bitch, remember, he rich. And he might have been raggedy when he was my friend, but look at his ass now. He MFing doing it. So make sure when you mention the bad stuff, that you say that too. Same for you, Tasha. You want to talk about my baseboards?
Tasha caught a stray to me. Tasha caught a stray based on a post she made, you know, from a post he made. She caught a stray and she called us baseboards dirty, which I'm like, girl, I'm not watching nobody baseboards, but whatever.
You make sure every time you bring my damn name up, every time you put it on a blog, you make sure you say, but that nigga where I want to be. You make sure you say, he got the industry access and connects I wish I had. You make sure you say, I might not like that Funky Dineva, but them TV networks and them shows, they really fuck with that nigga. You make sure you say, Funky Dineva, now I might not like him, but he's smart and he articulate. You make sure you say, Funky Dineva, he might have been evicted and repoed and on drugs and was down bad, but when he got himself together, he got himself all the way together. You make sure you say that.
Again, he admit all the stuff that we knew that happened. So none of that is a secret, but it's also not no new news. That's old news.
Preferably before I fatten your lip, because I am going to slap the shit out of you when I see you, bitch. You and your husband. Get ready for it, and I'm getting out of here. Bye.
And that's where he ended his live. I was like, bitch, what? I said, again, don't slap Tasha. We do not agree with violence around here. There's no point in don't do that. It's not nice. It's not needed. Again, there's no violence that we want. Okay. Now let's get to, I got a snippet of her response, but I need y'all to first take 30 seconds and subscribe to my channel and like the damn video. Why? Because I asked you to. Okay, I can't wait to make a real thumbnail. So after he went live, now again, Michelle went live yesterday for almost 2 hours. I did not listen to the full. I didn't need to. You want to know why? Because Michelle and Funky have had it out before. She always said the same thing. So I didn't need to listen to the full 2 hour thing at all. Okay. I skipped down to the part where Tasha came on because I wanted to hear Tasha's response to him threatening her. So again, fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay, again, we had to talk and listen. I can't not just post what was on her channel, on my channel. We can't do that here. Okay, so we're gonna be talking, playing, listening. Okay, so again, that's Michelle. Okay, right there and stuff. That's who we cussed out and said and read for filth. Tasha came on towards the end of her live. The full conversation is on her page. Go over there. Okay. I took about 20, not even 20. I think this is maybe 10 minutes of it because again, a lot of it was repetitive. Okay. But let's get into it.
I wouldn't even go do it. But what? Since when he thinks somebody's scared of him? I don't know.
And I sped up the talking because I sped it up. So that's why the voices is different because I sped up the talking.
I don't know. And you know what's so funny, Michelle, is like I really, really feel bad for him. He's really losing it. He's been, ever since that whole Foxhole thing went down, he's been wearing his emotions on his sleeve. And here's the thing, we post everybody on my page. I have a team, Michelle. And so we took the post, which we do wine, gossip, and comedy, of him taking a shit. Now, I had noticed the base boys was nasty.
Child. Funky has since taken down a picture off his page. Tasha took it down from her page. When I went and looked at what was posted, when I looked at the picture, it did look like a regular. You know how wood has the ring, and the ring in the wood is always a darker color than the rest of the wood. When I looked at it, it looked like I didn't see it still there on Funky page. Let me go back and look. So if it's still there, child, I didn't see it. It was gone when I went and looked a few minutes ago. Hold on, let me be sure. Because it was a picture of him, and it was a picture of the floor, his feet, and his underwear. It's not there. I don't see it. So if you can see it, you got special powers. But on my end, it's not there anymore. Yeah, it was rustic wood. It's under my stomach hurts. But what picture was first? Because I don't. Oh wait, okay. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, child. I don't. Again, it's not a bad child. Thank you, S. Scott. Let me share my screen, child. It's literally a picture of the floor in his shorts. And we clear, what he's doing. When I seen it, I was like, no, why the fuck would he post that? However, from this picture, it don't look dirty. It's wood, and it looked like the pieces of the wood is a different color. You know what I'm saying? So this is the picture. You don't see nothing, but I still don't know why anybody takes a picture of them on the toilet. That's weird to me. So this is the picture that he posted that Tasha then reposted and said his house is dirty, the baseboards is dirty, and bloppity bloppity blue. Okay, so that is what he was upset about. That she posted that she reposted that and called it dirty. That's the gist of it. Okay.
And so I literally said in the comments, they took the post and was like, fucking Dineva, taking a shit or whatever. And I was just like, the only reason I said, yeah, you could post this because the baseboards was nasty.
Uh-huh.
Now, to me, the baseboards don't look nasty. To me, they don't. Because obviously, we've seen some nasty places. We've seen some nasty places. Okay. But again, I didn't like him posting the picture, and I don't care if the floor was spick and span. I don't like when anyone posts themselves, and we know they're taking a poop. Okay, so he posted and she reposted it. So that's, but I didn't think the baseboards look dirty, but that's, you know, and if you if you you know, I have a cleaning lady, and if she came today and she don't come back for 2 weeks, it's possible that some dust would be on my goddamn baseboards. It's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was a petty post, but I mean, petty is petty.
And he lost his shit. Talking about he texted me. I was like, no, you did. You don't have my number. You haven't had my number. You haven't texted me. You were in the comments like the rest of the viewers talking shit. And so my team was like, should we take it down? I was like, yeah, y'all go ahead and take it down. And so then he comes up.
I wonder if he meant he DM'd her, if he sent her a direct DM. Because she said he don't have her number. Which is possibly true. But I feel like unless she had a new number, Funky had her number, because in the past they discussed having conversation before. So unless she, you know, got a new number, I don't know.
To make this video, I was just like, what is wrong with him? Like, he is just so mad that I'm cool with you and that I'm cool with Flame. And I'm like, I can be cool with who I want to be cool with. Like,
and you can. And
this ain't
again, I don't even know why he's so hurt about me, because he hurt me. I didn't hurt him.
He mad, and he is so mad that I apologize to you too for letting him come on my platform and drag you like that. He is hot.
But why would he be? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the psychology of him being a victim and me being the big bad person who is trying to ruin his life. Like,
and the issue I have, and I won't say the issue I have with Michelle. The thing with Michelle is you're no longer the victim of what Funky did to you, because it happened 12 years ago. But if you keep bringing it up as if it's a current thing, that's what frustrates him, and he be pissed at you. So I do feel like, I don't think Funky wants to be the victim in your bullshit. I think he feels you use his name for clickbait on your channel, and he don't like that. And you keep bringing up what happened then, and he don't like that. I feel like even you going live, I mean, she had the right to respond to him cussing her ass out. She absolutely did. But again, on her live, child, she went and pulled up the old pictures of her townhouse. She put up all that old shit from back then. And I'm like, girl, let that shit go.
I don't understand where it came from.
You're doing your job. You talk about people. That's what you do.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about where it started from, though, Tasha.
Yeah,
it started from
you were his friend. Like, y'all were definitely friends.
No, we weren't friends, and he refused to pay the bills and shit out on my house.
I'm talking about before.
And see how she keeps bringing it back up over and over and over again, over and over and over again. We know it happened. It was fucked up when it happened, but you got paid for it. And he got red for filth for doing it. He had to swallow that shit up and admit admit what he did. So why keep mentioning it? Thank you, Keisha, for the super chat. Why Michelle acting brand new? She's been talking shit about him and any of his friends for years, consistently. She's mean and hateful, and that part is true. That part is true. Yeah, she had pictures and video on the ready. I don't have no pictures and video of. Look, I don't have anything still with me from shit that happened that long ago that I've already moved on from. She ain't moved on from it, but she still had all the videos, pictures, and all this old shit from what happened back then. Even old shit that fucking not even in general. Girl, on the red beat.
Before all that happened, like y'all was cool. He wouldn't even have a monetized.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't even have a monetized YouTube channel if it wasn't for you.
You're right. He wouldn't. Mm-hmm.
He would not be getting paid. He actually called me when you garnished his check to help him get ungarnished.
Yep, they sent me the whole thing. I remember that too. Mm-hmm.
But again, all this stuff they're discussing, how Michelle helped him get his channel monetized, even if he asked Tasha for help about garnish or whatever, all that stuff is still from years ago that we already know. None of this is new news. If ATlien was around her having to garnish him today, that's new news. If she was having to fight to still get money from him today from that, that's new news. But you bring it, the Monica YouTube. The same with Monica Child is old shit. Move on. You got your money, ma'am. Even Tasha saying how she helped him with the garnishment. Okay, cool. YouTubers help other YouTubers in certain situations because not everyone had the same information for different situations. But this is also why a lot of folks don't like to work with other YouTubers because once you help someone, to throw it back up in their face is the reason why some folk don't want to help people. That is horrible. You should never, all of us on YouTube have had to help each other. Be it help each other know how to do better graphics. How we all got on StreamYard. I found out about StreamYard because Scotty, Scotty by Nature on YouTube, Scotty was using it. I found out about Canva through Bonnie and Jamie. I think either Bonnie or Jamie was using Canva, and I got on Canva. But we've all helped each other in little pockets of YouTube. I helped Rox do the one live she did. I made her intro. I made Chris's intro as well. Why not to boast at all? And most of the time, all of these conversations are had behind the scenes. No one really knows how other YouTubers help each other until until someone brings it up. We don't do that. So even them bringing up how they helped him, we supposed to do that. And once we fall out, you can't then say, well, bitch, you helped me then, it was cool. So why is it issue now? In my opinion.
I was dealing with Google with legal at Google, child. They helped me.
I said, fuck it, why you ain't got no business, an LLC? The garnishment is against you. Like, why you ain't start no business? You're a business. I know you ain't.
First of all, he tried to put it in his friend's name.
No way.
All old stuff. She said it's all old stuff that when he did not want to pay her, he didn't want her garnishing his Google Analytics. He tried to have his YouTube channel in someone else's name. Still from 10 years ago.
Okay.
He put his AdSense in one of his friends' name. Then when the year ended, his friends was like, I'm going to have to pay taxes on this. And they fell out because he didn't want to give her the money to pay the taxes on the money that she had been earning under her social.
And he still ain't got no LLC to this day. I don't understand why he would even...
He ain't got no house either. Let's start there.
I didn't know that. I thought he bought a house, Michelle. And I know you're going to find out the wine and the real estate.
I don't know about nothing about my ops. I don't have any idea if my ops own a house, rent a house, is homeless, living in Winnebago, live with their mama, and the baby like Ralph. I have no idea what someone who burnt me 10 years ago is doing currently.
The real estate industry.
The agent then posted the videos, child.
No way. He said he bought it. He literally made a video saying he bought a house.
He lied.
It is easy to buy a house in Atlanta. Anybody
I got the rental listing and everything. He lied.
That don't sound crazy to y'all? That she and this man ain't had no communications in 10, 12 years, except her having garnished him 7 years ago. And in 2025, she has the listing for the house that he went and got in Atlanta.
He paying $4,700 a month, and he had to put first and last. Now,
child, I don't even know how much my sister mortgage is. How the fuck would I know how much my op rent is? Now y'all know Funky moved back to Atlanta. I think he moved back last year. Either last year, it had to be maybe early 2024 when he moved back to Atlanta. How the fuck do you know about that man's house?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You are... I need some wires. I'm done.
I just sold that house so many times. I sold it again.
$4,700 for a house in Atlanta.
Look, this it right here. Look.
What's the square footage?
It's,
My house is being rented out. It's almost 6,000 square feet.
I'm gonna tell you.
And I charge my renters $5,000. Like,
now Tasha rented her house, child bankruptcy, but whatever. But the fact that Michelle then put up the video of Funky house,
it better be almost
your house
6,000
is
square
bigger than
feet.
this one.
State agent done made a video.
so allegedly, The fact that she had the video of if the house he is in Atlanta readily available, that is insane. Now I'm sure Funky, because Michelle went live after Funky did, so he ain't, he has not responded to this as yet. This is my thing. When Funky first was saying he was gonna move back to Atlanta because he was living in Miami. If you live in Miami and you're moving back to Atlanta, a part of me feel like, and I wonder if he will respond to this later on, if he rented the house because he had just moved back. Because you just moved back. So maybe he did not buy the house. Maybe when he first came back in this part of it, he was renting the house. And then maybe since he moved back, he bought the damn house. I don't know.
No.
Oh no.
Well, who do we have here that just came to Atlanta?
Donna, when I tell you I love this neighborhood.
It's gorgeous. You haven't seen anything yet.
Now, first of all, the car he in is a rental because we know that ain't his car. Meaning he was in Atlanta in the process of moving from Miami to Atlanta. He only had one bag.
I already can tell you I'm gonna buy this house.
I know you're gonna buy it. Where my hug at?
And I'm gonna buy this house. Meaning I'm here to rent it right now.
Where my hug at before you start
You gonna buy it but you're moving in. It was a rental. He was just saying that for the camera. Why? You know dang well when you come look at no house, you don't bring no bags.
No.
See what you done? What
Even showing child.
you gonna be living in?
I'm trying to fit.
Pause. I'm gonna say this as respectful as I can, and you might be new. I don't know if you new, old, or indifferent. We are having a conversation, so please stop making it seem like anyone defended what he said about Tasha. So please cut the bullshit. Okay, this don't do that. No one here has said that was cool, so don't act like anyone did that. So cut the bullshit about anyone. Just cut the bullshit, okay? We've seen not only Funky say crazy shit about women, so it's Michelle and so it's Tasha. So no one defended what he said about Tasha. Cut the bullshit, okay?
I mean, it's a nice little ranch.
Yeah, it's a nice little. It's an older house.
So I didn't show the whole video that she showed or whatever.
It's very
We left a couch in there for him to shit on.
Oh God, them dogs is really.
This is what rich money do.
So she posted this. Did he know she?
But the fact that you see him, he was in a rental car because that's not his car. He has a drop top car. He was in a rental car. He had one suitcase, meaning the house is empty. Meaning it's an empty house he's coming to see to move into. Yeah, and the realtor is recording. And if you're moving from one state to the other, you sometimes will rent a house. And if you like the house enough, you will buy it.
This video?
I don't know.
Oh my God, this is such a nice house.
So I'm like, clearly he's there. It ain't him living there. He's coming to see the house. But the fact that she had this video, who goes out and find the realtor video? Oh, they ops. I was like, girl, that is crazy. That is insane. That is crazy to me.
Come on in.
I don't.
To see because she showed the full house, him walking through, looking at the whole house, and the whole house is empty. And I know now the house is fully furnished. He got them dogs, So when I saw that video, and you see his stuff now, his stuff is in the house. His stuff is in the house. Because when I went back, I thought the house looked different because he moved in, and he even if he's renting to own.
Again, I don't really care about him one way or the other. All I know is he keeps running with this narrative of I stank. Whatever. At the end of the day, he fucked up my place, and that was my only battle with him. And so he's been going with this narrative ever since to try to smear my name.
Even her saying he has had this narrative to smear my name that she stank. Girl, that's neither here nor there. But your narrative has stayed the same, and he messed the house up. And I feel like we know he did. He was there. That's wrong for messing the house up. But you got paid for that, and he got called out. He got called out and had to be held accountable for doing that. We can't keep bringing that up in 2025.
That's it.
I'm in Atlanta. Everybody in Atlanta.
But I do want to tell you, he is like, all jokes aside, like ever since that whole Fox Soul thing happened, he hasn't been the same. And I have ran into him. He's not like, it's not running into him. Like, we have the same circle of friends. And so, but I'm closer to them than he is, right? And so they all know he feels uncomfortable when people are around that he doesn't mess with. So he'll try to, like, he rolled up to their wedding, and as soon as he saw me hosting, he rolled his eyes and
So she discussing spoon and then wedding.
smacked his lips. And I was like, what is he doing? I was like, no, come over here, speak to the camera. This is not about me. This is about them. Speak to the camera. So he speaks to the camera and goes inside like a little boy. Then he sits off in like the cut by Carlos. Me and Carlos just chopping it up like best friends. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in between like hosting and making sure the guests are having fun and stuff. Like I'm the MC. And then he sits.
Okay, so she was the MC, not the officiant. Cool.
Sitting there, eyes rolling, not saying anything, knowing he wants to be like the life of the party. So I was like, let me put my little, pride aside, and I'm gonna go.
And let me say this. I feel like if you are at someone's wedding and you are the host of the wedding and those are your friends, I would be oblivious to one guest at the wedding. To me, it's weird that as you're the host of this event, you also was paying attention to him, because if he's even a salty ass individual, fuck him. You there to make sure the couple, Spoon and his husband, had a great event. Fuck Funky if he's being funky. So to me, I feel like it's weird that you were trying to force him to be friendly with you when it should not be about you and him. It should be about Spoon. If he don't want to be cool with you, that should not have any, because again, I can be in the same space with somebody I don't like, and it don't matter because they over there and I'm over here.
Over here and I'm gonna make him feel, because some people, in order for them to be themselves, they need people to kiss their ass. And so I did just that, just so he would get up and have fun at our friend's wedding.
So how you feel about his threatening violence against you? You gonna get a restraining order?
Ain't trying to do nothing. Ain't getting no damn restraining order. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing, bro. Listen, Funky know where I stay. Like, he know I live right next door to our group of friends. Hell, even Carlos live in that same fucking area. He just be talking, bro. How are you mad over a picture that you posted?
Again, I still feel like Tasha caught a stray. I feel like he was pissed and going off on Michelle. He was pissed and going off on Michelle. And for some reason, I don't know if someone in the comment section mentioned Tasha. I don't even know why he brought her up. Maybe it was because the day before, they had their back and forth or whatever. But like we discussed as we watch his video, you can't be threatening women. Again, some folk who came in right now, we already fully discussed and told him we was wrong. So go back and rewatch from the beginning, okay? But no one felt he was right in threatening to hit Tasha. But y'all may have seen how we already had that conversation. Okay, we have the different conversation, a different convo now. But I do feel like, again, her as the host at that wedding, fuck Funky. You ain't even there for Funky. Leave Funky be. But she's right. Again, one, I don't think she needs a PPO because, like she said, he may not be near me. But if he hits her, arrest him.
So people can laugh at
me for me kicking him out. I guess I was supposed to pay the bills. I was supposed to be okay with him stealing money.
And again, Michelle always takes it. Funky not mad at you for kicking him out and all that shit. Funky is only pissed that you keep talking about it and dogging him out now because of that.
Out of my purse. I'm supposed to be okay with all of that. You know what I'm saying?
He need to pipe down. He's so emotionally immature. Like, I saw him talking about, you ain't got more than him. That's what he does. He like tries to flage, and it's like, you really not flaging like that. Like, it's not like that, dude. I'm in bankruptcy, and I still bringing over $1 million a year. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
That's the gag. You don't know what I have, junkie.
You understand? Like,
again, her calling him when she calls him junkie. Michelle calls Funky Dineva junkie Dineva.
People don't even be out here bragging like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, the most money, I can tell you right now, the most money Funky has ever made, right, was when he was doing that TLC scamming shit.
with
Not the TLC scam.
Coach Stormy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he stopped doing it.
Yeah, it had to. All the products got pulled down except for the tea. The nurses was losing their jobs because it was CBD and their test was coming up positive for marijuana and stuff.
Girl, right, Cardi. She say she make $1 million a year. Cardi, get your money, girl. Tasha say she carry in $1 million a year.
Like that. So I even sold it for about 2, maybe 3 weeks. The money was good, but I was just like, when I saw people was losing their job, I just pulled out. I was like, nah, we're not doing this. It's not worth it. And they can get these same vitamins without all these extra, shit in it. But, Stormy still do it. He don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But like, that was the most money. I hate that it even has come down to this. Like, why is it about like what you make or what you have?
The reason Funky brought up what he make and what he have is because Michelle keep bringing up how she evicted him. So Michelle keep bringing up how bad he was financially, 10, 12 years ago. So that's why he said this is what he is doing now. If you bring up me being evicted, owing you money, court, garnishments or whatever, meaning I ain't had the money then, I'm going to bring up what I have now. So to me, he was valid in his beef with Michelle and telling Michelle what he has because she brings up how much he did not have back then. You know what I'm saying? Because 2 + 2 is 4.
It's not even about that.
Yeah. Because I'm like, the only person I'm competing against is me. Like I'm not in competition with him to sit there going, you not doing this and you not doing this. Like, okay. Like, those are your goals.
Let me tell you something. That man will never. When I tell you, he won't even get close enough to even put his hands on me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's even like, let me tell you, because our friends will say, hey, we ain't got to invite him. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, invite everybody because they want everybody to be, comfortable. But I was like, I don't have no problem with him. But when I saw that he was rolling his eyes when he saw me emceeing, what are you doing? You ain't even seen me, bro. Like, we don't talk. I can see if, like, I just saw you and we just had it out. Dude, the last time I saw you was at the birthday dinner that was 6 months ago. Why are you holding this? Of course I'm happy. Of course I'm like, hey, I hug everybody. Why would I walk past you and not hug you and I'm hugging everybody? That's going to create a problem.
I can coexist with you and we got to hug. Hey. And that's it.
I agree. He doesn't have the emotional maturity to like get through things like that. And it's weird because he still acts like he's like in elementary school or something. So
it's very, you don't have this, you don't have that. I was like, don't let Michelle pull out the list of properties on your ass. She about can buy that bitch you staying in. I wanted to say that. Like, she about can buy that house right now.
Anyway, the feds might be watching. I don't know anything. I just sit here in my bubble and do my 1 or 2 YouTube videos a week.
Yeah. But all jokes aside, like, I wasn't trying to, like, I think, like, he's built a brand where he's kind of mask cosplaying a black woman, and it's funny, right? But people don't have to look at him, so it's kind of like, oh, they're not seeing my real persona, but I get to sprinkle my education into it. And he's a very, very, I feel he has a lot of insight into a lot of, situations, and that's why he's grown his fan base, to where it is now, and he's going to continue to grow.
He gonna keep growing. Michelle gonna keep growing. Tasha gonna keep growing. They all have their own fan base. They don't even need to be beefing. And my thing is this: when Michelle went live and Tasha called in, child, I don't want to link up with my ops op. I don't, because I don't need anyone feeling like we're only talking because we both have an issue with another person. Because my issue with him ain't got shit to do with you.
However, hold on. So, however, it's like, but now that he's grown his fan base with people laughing at him and not with him, and then in between that, he's kind of got fans, right? It's like now he's upset that we're putting out the very things that he puts out in his face, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna whoop your ass for basically projecting me onto me. You see what I'm saying?
I do. And a lot of things that he was saying was projecting too. So you're right. It's he got some things going on upstairs, and it's really.
Child, you do too, Michelle, because you have too much information on a man who you have no connection to. You spend too much time researching Funky Dineva. And I wonder if she stopped doing Funky Dineva content, what would happen? If just leave that man be. Discuss anybody else but him. Y'all should keep each other name out y'all mouth.
Like, to be a sane person and try to follow the insanity is kind of hard sometimes, if that makes sense. Because he's always like, clapping back at me. And, I'm sure, doing the things that he does to you. But again, like the things that he did to me, he never addressed. Where is the wash and dryer? Why did you do the things that you did? Like, I just said he was on drugs and didn't pay my bills and I had to evict him. And then after that, I was, public enemy number one.
Anyway, again, she was live for almost 2 hours. I just took a snippet, child, an itty bitty snippet of the conversation because I did not feel like watching the whole thing because I'm like, she gonna say that she as y'all see, even that little itty bitty part, it was still her saying the washer, the dryer, he was on drugs, I had to evict him. She said the same shit all the time. Even in her content, when she, discusses him, it's the same. Child, let me just show y'all. Okay. And this is not because again, that's that lady channel. That's her stuff. I don't have nothing to do with that lady. I don't know her at all. Okay. But I just want to show y'all because I'm trying to be fair. Okay. She has 118 subs. Okay. But again, let's see. Funky crash out right here. Let's just keep scrolling. I should probably just type his name in. Hold on, let me search for Funky. So again, 12 hours ago, 8 months ago, Josh had a whole Josh has a whole playlist. There's a Funky Dineva playlist. Hold on. Child, I don't Funky. Where the playlist at? I tried to click on it and I couldn't. So, child, look. All I know is she does a lot of Funky from 5 months ago. That's the playlist. 2 years ago. Up today. 8 months ago. So she, there's a consistent theme of her discussing him, but their beef is from years ago. It's nothing current. It's not anything current, and she always calls him, Funky Dineva or Junkie Dineva, whatever. But hopefully after today, neither one of them, meaning Funky and Michelle, will not mention each other. Hopefully after today, Funky will apologize for threatening Tasha K. He could not like Tasha at all, but hopefully he will, apologize for threatening Tasha K. But I do wish Michelle would stop discussing him and keep being her YouTuber self or whatever. But because that causes consistent bullshit between the two or whatever, girl, I'm not discussing my ops no more. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go to work. Okay. I will be live tonight at 9 p.m. for all the other gossip stuff that's going on in the world. I'm pretty sure if Funky responds, we will discuss that and stuff. But I gotta go. I will have a better thumbnail up shortly. So I want y'all to subscribe, like the video, and all of that. But look, no one is defending Funky threatening Tasha. Period. So I don't want anyone. No one did that. However, his beef with Michelle is valid. Period. And Funky and Tasha don't have to be friends. Period. Okay. Anyway, I love you all. Like the video. I gotta go. Bye.